I'm Elaine, and this is my interview for my mom's immigration journey. And I just want to start with my first question, like, what led you to immigrate to America, and how'd you get here?
For It came way back with my parents. They wanted to have a work opportunity and a place where we can grow and have an employment that will provide for the family and good education for the kids. So that was my mom first thought, and she did big sacrifices. She immigrated to Puerto Rico, marry a U.S. citizen, as Puerto Rico is part of the United States, and from there we became U.S. citizen. No, U.S. citizen. I'm sorry. We got the green card, and then in 2007, when I was working in Iraq as a contractor, I applied for U.S. citizenship. And I met all the requirements, and I was approved, and then I became a U.S. citizen then in 2007.
Okay, and have you had any challenges when you moved here? Like, what was the biggest challenge you had when you moved here?
The biggest challenge was to adapt because when I came here, I actually came with my first relationship. I was 16 years old, so I was like very young. And I was struggling a lot because I wanted to remain in college, and that was really hard because like everybody was so busy trying to establish here. My ex partner and his mother trying to find a job, and so I was like struggling to go back to school, but eventually happened because I pushed it through, and after like big effort and everything, I eventually end up moving and having a house on my own with my ex-partner.
Is there anything you want to say about the policies and stuff going on with immigration right now today?
Today immigration is complicated because things are not like 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 law that are established. There's right now with a new being a new president with immigration is being a lot like this is how we want to do it, but it's not being passed through Congress, so it's not like the law yet. But with immigration now, like I am going through that process with my husband as right now for him to become a U.S. citizen, and it's really hard because even though there's a sustainable and very solid documentation that he is a good citizen, that he do pay all his dues, and that he provides for his family, which is me and his kids, U.S. citizen born in U.S. land. It's still not a process that will allow him to become a U.S. citizen soon enough. Some of these process, I heard stories of people that goes up to like 20 years and they still have not gotten their green card or their approval to become a U.S. citizen or just be legal here in this country. So with the new government, bottom line, I think it's a lot of talking and not much action. And I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but I feel like our current president is just like not being firm about immigration, and it's a lot of talking, but not
Action.
not action. And I don't like the way immigration is being taken. They mix in like the whole like Hispanic population as like delinquents and like rapists and like bad people that come here and that cross the border. But there is a massive amount of people that actually come to this country and they've been working all their life in places where other people will not work, like in farms, in the field, like harvesting, like like products that we consume. Because there will be the only one who will be doing this. I've seen contractors where even as simple as like just managing a machine for like the fair that comes to towns like every year, how the more times go by, the more people change to work with Hispanic people because there are more hard worker than most other races. And again, it goes back to like there's a lot of people that are hardworking and that they make a living with hard labor at very low cost pay. And it's just like everything mixed in. There should be a process where they separate the bad and the good, and like kind of just like do what Ronald Reagan did years ago under the Republican Party, where he did amnesty, and then there was like a screening, and there was a system put in place to provide citizenship for those that qualify and pass all the clearance necessary to become U.S. citizen. So right now we are at a very we have paid a lot of money, like over $7,000 for my case with my husband, and we still not even halfway where we need to be, and we don't know. Like the future is uncertain. The offices of USCIS are backed up, and the waiting time for each application takes between 2 to 5 years to get response back. So it's like a lot of money. Meanwhile, there's not much progress at each step.
All right. Well, thank you for being in my interview, and yeah.